Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to actually carry with Soraka and have more impact in your games instead of just sitting back and watching your teammates do everything. I'm gonna hit him with an auto attack Q. I suppose in that case it was a Q auto since he was already going to be moving into us. He didn't know we were there. Then that's going to be your standard combo for Soraka if you want to carry with her, is auto attack Q. If the enemies have made their position far more certain, then you would actually want to go ahead and just raw Q them out. So if they're in the middle of like auto attacking something, I don't know what this guy's doing. He's being a goon. So for example, if they're auto attacking a minion or casting a charge up ability, then you can just raw Q. Otherwise, it's better to set up an auto attack first. That way you don't risk missing the Q, and if they go to hit you back when you auto them, then you smack them with the real hit. So there, I would have missed the Q, for example. I set it up with the auto into Q. I'm gonna watch my spacing. This is actually a kind of a bad matchup for Soraka and the Seraphine, so I'm gonna have to really pay attention to what I'm doing here. She just wasted her ability. That Q was really far off. It's even okay to auto Q if you feel like they're really squirmy. An auto attack Q. We'll go in for another auto. Soraka's autos are floaty. When you do land a Q, you have 3 seconds. Well, I guess it's 2.5 seconds of a speed up and a bunch of extra health regen, so do keep that in mind. That's why Soraka can trade off damage so well. Every time you land your Q, it's like a little hill. Kaisa wants that minion. We landed it. And whenever you do land that Q, while you're on your speed up and health regen, if you heal your teammate, it gives them a speed up and extra health regen as well. So typically the best time to heal a teammate is after you land a Q to maximize your resources. So we landed it. If she was low, we could use it. MF's already burned through her mana. Viego's top side, so we can keep playing aggressive. It's good to know where he's at. I assumed he wouldn't be ganking us early anyway, since he started with his bot side with heavy leash. We have our E now. Step up, pull back. She goes for the minion. We're gonna try to bop her like that. Auto attack in the Q, and we'll hit her with a floating Q underneath her turret. She's taking a lot of autos. She's out of potions. Looks like MF wants to push. She's non-stop hitting the wave, so I'll help her push. Best way to do it is usually hitting backline minions and hitting the same one to make it low for them. That way they don't have to think. I can't believe that actually hit me. I moved so far away. The range of that Seraphine attack is insane. It's actually nuts. She just got pushed off a minion. She's gonna end up losing that one too. Seraphine's burned through her potions apparently. Burning her abilities at max range. That's a mistake. The biggest mistake she's making is she's not pressuring her auto attack. She's not willing to trade any damage. The only thing she's willing to do is use max range abilities, which is a huge mistake. She needs to get a little bit closer and play outside of her comfort zone a bit. Otherwise, I'll keep packing down her and her 80 carry with my autos into Qs. If you notice, I haven't actually used my E yet. Your E is such a long cooldown. You only really use it in life or death situations. You don't want to use it just to poke. I'm using my speed up to run away. Seraphine was poking me at the bit with autos. MFL isn't really helping that much with the poking. I wish he would. We land Q. It's going to be a nice little heal. You can even fake out pressure like that, where you go in like you're gonna auto, but you actually don't. You can make them miss minions by doing this, like that. So even though you're not actually throwing the punch, you're winding up your arm like you are. So you're stepping out, bada boom, step back. I did it again. I'm a rascal. And I actually ran out of her range that time, which is somehow possible. Bada boom. Hit her with a Q. I don't know what MF's doing. She's going to get herself killed. Just getting a little too frisky. There's someone else coming over here. We can kill him 2v1 easy. Pecker her down with my autos. Nice. There's only so much that the Katarina can do. I have my silence. I still didn't use it because she never really committed to anything. I don't think I've used my silence once this game. There's just never been a need. You want to do it once the enemies typically use... If they're channeling something, you can cancel it, like a Fiddle R, Fiddle Drain, that type of thing. Or you use it to for fights to the death. But Katarina is full HP, so if I use it on her immediately, she's just gonna walk out of it and then use all of her abilities on MF. So it's usually best if Katarina didn't have any dashes, and if I landed a slow, I could set up an E on her. But your E is also a snare, so just a lot of to think about before you waste your E. They were gonna cancel my back anyways. Like here, I could use it, and if she tried to chase through, she would have stayed silent and gotten snared. That was a good opportunity for me. Me and Seraphine have same items. The difference is she has boots. I would have liked it back with MF there. I just think they were gonna cancel it. I'm gonna slow the wave with my Q and try to pull it up away from the turret at this angle. This will stall it out a bit, which will create a freeze to some degree, or just have our wave in a better position. Almost landed it, and she got the cannon. At least she had to burn an ability. That was not a good trade for us. I kind of need the back. We've been here for a while. Oh my goodness, I don't know why she didn't just auto that. It nearly almost died. Lag spike. Wait, Rumble doesn't even have his R. What? That's weird. Maybe he thought he had R. I don't know. If he's gonna make a TP play, you're gonna want to have an R to use. Now that I have my R, I need to look for these opportunities. I'll go for my Moonstone Renewer. I'm gonna walk back to lane, keep a close eye on this fight. I healed the Yasuo. Looks like he's still gonna lose the fight even with my R. At least we got the assist. One crappy thing about Katarina is her R applies heal cut, like grievous wounds, similar to an Oblivion Orb or an Executioner's does. It's a bit of a counter to my R. She's got the Ignite teleport set up. It's very popular among Katarina players, and it's becoming popular among a lot of top lane champs like Maokai and Hecarim right now. If you have some kind of mobility or dash, having that all-in potential is quite nice. I'm gonna leave my ward centered there, so I can break this plant, and then I was gonna break the vision ward. I guess we could have even laid it in the bush. That would have been fine too. Kai'Sa's gonna want this ranged minion. Oh, she gave it. Wow. Never mind. I guess she doesn't want it. Typically don't want to max her Q first on Soraka if you're playing her support. If you're playing her top or mid, that's what you do. As support, it's better to have points in your W. It gives way more value. Missed my Q. She's stepping forward now. She's being cocky. I'm going to start laying my Qs more centered. Ooh, I landed that one. There's someone right there. That was a nice little E by MF. I like that a lot. Pepper him down with my auto attacks. He's being cocky. He wants a piece. I'm going to auto him down. Gonna get our E on her. We have her slowed. We're gonna heal MF. I'm gonna juke that out. I'm gonna Q flash. This dude's really fast when he's invisible. It's like a Rammus. It's insane. Just staying present in the fight and getting down to autos makes a huge difference, guys. MF really should be trying to push. Our wave's already pushing. This guy's going AFK again. There's Viego. I don't think Viego can do anything. I have my R. Your R is frame for frame, so if a teammate's about to die, you can always squeeze it. I guess I could stay, use my 3 tributes on my support item. It's a lot of extra gold. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to Rumble. I let him die. I was focused on my tribute. Tribute gold's too spicy, too hard to give up. That's one stressful thing about Soraka. If you don't want to actually click on the map or use your F keys, you can just look right here and see your teammates' HP instead. That works too. First item you want to go for is Moonstone Renewer. We can't quite afford it, so we're going to buy boots and a Dark Seal instead. We're doing quite well, so Dark Seal makes sense. Gives a lot of useful stats and helps us scale as long as we're not positioning poorly. I'm going to R. I did it mainly for 𝐒𝐂𝐂, not for MF. I figured she would die anyways, but I was hoping he would be able to pinch a kill. Doesn't look like he's actually going to be able to. Damn. That sucks. Okay, so 𝐒𝐂𝐂 did get the kill, but Katarina got some kills too. We actually need an Oracle lens. Once your support item is giving you free words, you want to get oracles. It's way more useful than just having extra words because you can only have 3 placed at one time anyways. Drop the auto attack Q on it. Oh, it sucks. I missed both of them. The turret hit one I wasn't expecting there. I could roam to this. Usually on Soraka, you want Boots of Lucidity, or you want Boots of Swiftness, typically. So your 2 best. I'm not a huge fan of mobies on Soraka. I don't think they're worth it. We landed our Q. We're going to put our heal on 𝐒𝐂𝐂. It gives him wound speed bonus. Also gives him extra healing. Viego's going to be creeping around. Landed that. Now we're going to heal. We got our E on him. That's a double silence. Auto attack Q. We're going to drop our heal on him. Auto attack. I don't think we're actually going to get anything here, which sucks because we put out so much value. Oh well. But yeah, that's the thing about your E. You don't want to use it too soon because it doesn't last for that long. It lingers for 1.5 seconds, silencing enemies inside. It's a very small linger, so you want to use it optimally. Long cooldown doesn't last long. You can kind of think of it like an ultimate. You don't want to just be using it for poking or anything like that. It's typically fights to the death type situations. Because when it's on cooldown, they know, and then they can force plays on you, which is not fun. I can't use my R to save him. He's fighting 1v2. Shrek goes on dragon. I'll go try to help him. I think he's gonna die to Kata. It kind of sucks. I'm gonna possibly die here as well. At least 𝐒𝐂𝐂 got it. Landed a Q. It's a lot of extra healing. Slow for them, it's a speed up for you. Double whammy. We're gonna pressure with the auto attack. We're gonna lay down a neutral Q. We landed. Decent trade. That's the nice thing about Soraka is getting those heals back from your Q. It makes any trade at worst like a neutral trade for you, unless you walk into like a Blitzcrank Cook or something. And obviously that's gonna be very bad for you. Speaking of bad matchups on Soraka, your worst matchups are typically the all-in matchups, things like Leona, Thresh, or Blitzcrank. Those can be very problematic. I have no clue where their team is. I'm gonna get a word down. Okay, Vigo's there, Cat is there, so everyone's where they need to be. I R'd late, didn't save the Rumble. Probably would have died anyways. Oh well. Not sure who we're gonna need to play for this game. Probably the Yasuo. MF just runs out of mana so fast. I landed it. We'll get a heal down. You can heal without queuing them first, but you might as well just try to heal whenever you land your Q to maximize it. It's a good bit of healing. Shut down for Yasuo. Looks like MF might want to back. She wants to get out of here. Seraphine's full mana. The champ's kind of busted. MF has more CS. I'm happy. If you can get your 80 carry to have more CS, that's a win on support. 20 CS is basically a kill in terms of gold. Yeah, I don't know how. I guess he got the gun. I don't know if that's worth though. Okay, finally got our Oracle Lens. Making good use of that. I'll path centered between mid and bot lane, so I can go to either one. I'll go mid. Looks like they're gonna try to push it. If you're not sure, if you have two options in terms of where you're gonna go, walking in the middle is usually the best option. That way you're not gonna be that late to either one. Katarina's missing. She could very well be cutting off my pathing here. I have my E, so she can't really kill me. I'm still going to play it safe, keep my sweeper on to check bushes before I step into them. My R is on cooldown. It's up now. I'm going to use it early. I used it early so Katarina couldn't use her R to heal cut MF. Your R also heals more if your teammates are below 30% health on Soraka. I think it's 30 or 40%. Yeah, if it's 40%. I can't reach her with my E. I have my flash though. Viego's gonna be here. Got our E on her. She's dead. Awesome. Looks like 𝐒𝐻𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 is just gonna push that in. We could kill this guy easily if 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 chose to fight it. It's only dangerous if he goes up for me first. If he goes for 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 first, I can just heal him. Looks like they got the scuttle. Oh, it sucks. They got scuttle. No! Soraka is a good scaler. As long as in team fights you're not in the front line of your team, you'll be fine. In lane phase, you can play a lot of semi front line with your autos, auto Q combos, auto Q, auto Q, or even for the brave, triple auto into Q. But in team fights, you don't want to be in the front, you want to be in the back. Your heals are too valuable. You still want to be autoing and queuing if you can, but you always want someone in front of you on Soraka. Yasuo is so balanced, dude. He just fought two people straight up 1v2 and he only has one full item. That's what we call a balanced champ. Hit him with the slow. He dashed back right as I threw out my E. Yasuo is doing a really good job staying on him. I'm gonna flash. I'm waiting to heal until I know what the enemies are gonna try to do. Looks like Yasuo can heal himself, so he doesn't really need me to heal him. We have dragon fight. My R's up. It doesn't look like Yasuo's gonna come for it. We'll still head over there. I can eat an R myself. I'll eat a potion. It's worth it. Oh, I'm really aggressive. I got my Q and my E down. I have my R still. I'm gonna use it. I might die here. Yeah, I'm dead. Kai'Sa's gonna die though. Seraphine died. Pretty big MFR. Just gonna get crushed. She's fighting 1 versus 3. Our teammates pulled out. Yasuo should have been there realistically. There's no reason for him to go topside when on dragon spawn. Still a favorable trade for our team. Kai'Sa's doing a lot of magic damage. So is the Katarina Seraphine. Might actually be better to go for Merc Treads this particular game. Go Merc Treads, we'll go Redemption next. If the enemy team has a very good mix of attack damage and magic damage, then you typically want to go for Ionian boots because they're very inexpensive and they give ability haste, which is nice, and summoner spell haste, which is also nice. But I'm 3 of them are doing a lot of AP, so getting Merc Treads will help me survive a lot better. My team's not doing a very good job of trying to keep me alive, I should say. If you can keep your Soraka alive in a fight, you auto win because their heals are so big. 326. It's nasty. Plus my Moonstone Renewer's already healed 826. Whenever I'm hitting a champion with an attack, an auto attack or ability, It restores a bunch of HP to the most wounded nearby ally for 2 seconds. It's nasty. So if I'm auto attack queuing, Moonstone Renewer is doing outrageous work. I'd rather fight with Yasuo than anyone else. He's so overpowered. We could win fights 2v3. Get my E on him. I'm gonna juke that. Juke him out. This guy's actually decent at landing his Qs, so I'm having to do some nasty jukes while with my Q on to evade him. My R's up. Don't really think my teammates can kill 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐂𝐋𝐒. He's pretty tanky. I'm gonna R. I saw Yasuo was in a fight. I didn't see his HP, but I saw his HP going down, so I kind of panicked R there. At least I got an assist for my Dark Sill. Got a ward down. We'll get another ward down over here. Oh, wow, Yasuo's so balanced. Such a balanced champion, man. We get our E down, cancel her channel. It also does some damage. It's back to full HP. What do you know? I don't know how we're chasing that, though. I think that's a mistake. We don't want to chase him. Let's finish shoving it, and we should have this game in the bag. We haven't died much. We only have 1 death. You can do that on Soraka. You're almost always going to win. Oh, just make sure you have at least 1 person in front of you. So here I have like 3 people in front of me. Walls off the enemies, and then I can stay close but behind, like so. Can drop in Qs and Es. I'm a little bit too far back now. I had to use my berry to stay alive. Yasuo was balanced, of course, and that's GG, guys. We stayed in the fight. We got our E down on Katarina, silenced our R, got our Q down, got lots of heals. If you enjoyed this battle carry Soraka commentary guide, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐂𝐋𝐒. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.